In this example, we need to create a waterfall chart, and we've been told to create it using one of the stock charts. So the important thing here is how it's set up. So notice we've got our descriptions. We've got 4 columns being what must it start at, the high point, the low point, and the end point. And that's because we're going to use the stock chart called open, high, low, close. We have to set it up like that, even though we don't plan to use that. Just notice that this is working out what's happening on a cumulative basis, so it adds up the various impacts. And the starting point is always going to be the end point. So whatever ends here is the starting point over here. In order to create our chart, let's just do that. I'm going to say insert, and you'll see over here we've got a whole bunch of stock charts. There's one called a high-low close. That's not going to help. There's one called an open high-low close. So that's the data we've given it. I'm going to just click on that. So what you'll see is already you can see it's giving us quite a bit of information. So we've got that. Now there's a couple of things we'd want to do. So for example, I'm just going to right click on the axes, and I'm going to tell the labels they must rather go right to the bottom. So that's quite useful. I now need to show it that these are the various categories. So I'm going to go and I'm going to say select data and tell the horizontal axis it mustn't just use that, it must use all of that. When I say OK, you'll see you've now got to a point where you're showing that. So I'm just going to remove the legend because it has no real benefit. Now we're going to change the chart title. Instead of manually typing it, I'm just going to click on there and say equals to whatever's in there, so we can see the division. And then perhaps change the colors. So this is good, it's upwards, so we'll maybe use green, and downwards we're going to use a form of yellow. You can now go and make various changes to the grid lines, etc., to make it a little bit clearer what is explaining what.